The Prime Initiative.
Good morning, Los Angeles. Well, I should start saying something else simply because it's not only Los Angeles that watches the Prime Initiative. We have people from all over California, different counties: San Diego, Orange, Los Angeles, Mendocino, San Francisco, or I forget what county that is. And we're spanning all the way over to Australia, England, Japan. I know you guys are so interested to see what's happening in California, right? Well, here's something that we got to talk about here. Now, getting right into it, good old CC Woods, badass investigative journalist of the Current Report, put out this article here recently pertaining to a former Antioch police officer found guilty of civil rights violations. Now, let me tell you this. It seems like this is a common thing that's happening, right? We already discussed the situations and the issues that are transpiring with Deputy Trevor Kirk, another badass American patriot that obviously was going through this something similar to this. And you could read all about that also on the Current Report here, and I'll put the link at the bottom below. But this particular individual, I also had a pleasure to talk to. And we're going to get right into this. This is going to be a series of videos, guys, just so you know, because this is so egregious that everyone should be aware as to what's happening. And I'm going to go ahead and read this verbatim here. We're not going to read the whole article because we don't do that. Obviously, we want to make sure that people visit Miss Woods' website here to read the article. Okay, here we go. The digital frame up, how the FBI and Contra Costa DA turned a police whistleblower into a federal target. All right, here we go. When Antioch police officer Devin Wenger exposed misconduct inside his department in 2021, he believed that the truth would protect him. Instead, it became the weapon used to destroy him. Kind of seems like a trending thing, right? That's why people don't speak up, because shit like this happens. You speak up about something, all of a sudden you find yourself in the sling. It's happened to me numerous times. But at the end of the day, I look in the mirror and I'm proud of the man that I am because I speak up, speak the truth. And not only that, I'm not afraid of saying things how they are. Whistleblowing is something that everyone should be doing. But then again, you get those people that are just too afraid, and that's fine. But at the same time, give credit where credit is due and help out those whistleblowers, right? Getting back into it, the evidence now emerging in multiple forensic reports reveals a deliberate, coordinated effort to fabricate and manipulate digital evidence to frame Wagner in a whistleblower who had accused his superiors of corruption, harassment, and criminal misuse of state databases. What began as a lawful internal complaint evolved into one of the most disturbing cases of digital retaliation ever documented against a law enforcement officer in California. Imagine that. Imagine you're this badass police officer, total awesome partner, one of the ones that you want to be not only your wingman, but have your back continuously, right? A true American patriot, okay? Imagine being that hard-charging cop and you see something that you don't like. You see some corruption in your department or administration, so you speak up. Why? Because you have morals and you have a conscience. And it bugs you. It bugs you that you swore an oath to protect life and property, and so did these other people did, and then they're doing shit. Kind of puts things into perspective, right? In July 2021, Wenger came forward with proof that three members of upper management in the Antioch PD Police Department were abusing power. Wenger discovered Lieutenant Robert Powell Meads had been stalking him and his girlfriend using CLETS, California Confidential Law Enforcement Database. Meads accessed private data, disseminated intimate photos, and harassed Wagner's family. What a little bitch of a lieutenant. Are you serious? See, this is the kind of thing. I thought this runs rampant, by the way, in Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. But I mean, come on, guys. Are you serious? You're gonna do this kind of this? This is ridiculous. This is so childish and pathetic. Childish and pathetic. Obviously, Devin found out about it and spoke up against about it, right? He spoke up about it, rather. And now they do everything in their power to silence him, right? Kind of seems like the growing trend, right? There's a whistleblower. He speaks up against corruption, and then all of a sudden, let's just try to figure out and find ways and fabricate some shit to get him in trouble, to make sure no one believes what he has to say. It happens. That's why people don't speak up. Those of you who are not in law enforcement will have an understanding that this kind of stuff happens a lot in law enforcement. That's why the deputies, the officers, the first responders don't say anything because of this same situation, right? It's the same situation. Again, I need you guys to read it. This is an amazing article. I mean, there's evidence. There's all kind. I mean, look at this. I'm not gonna get into it, man. But look, it had it. CC, master of her trade, right here. Okay, but I have something special for you guys. Just like I told you guys before, I did speak with Mr. Devin, and I gotta say, he's one of the calmest, sweetest men I have ever met. But man, does he have some skills. He's the guy that would handle business. The type of man that you want on your side no matter what. Not only is he a hard charger, but he has morals. You know, he's a true American patriot. That's what we like to see around here, right? American patriots. And I gotta say, his awesome mom has a special message for everybody else. Okay. Let me see if I could play this message here for you guys. Stand by. All right. When she's not being completely and utterly gorgeous, helping out the rest of her family, she's an American patriot as well. She's hammering down business. See, now I see where Devin gets it, right? You know, how awesome is that to have a mom and a son, both awesome, hard charging American patriots, standing up for the truth and standing up for what's right. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'll let her, I'll give her her time. Listen to this.
My name is Samantha Thomas Gomez. I am Antioch Police Officer Devin Wanger's mom. Devin risked everything to expose corruption hidden deep inside APD. Powerful lieutenants abusing authority, invading privacy, a system just rigged to crush the good guys. But Devin, he didn't back down. While dirty cops walked free, Devin faced a retaliatory storm of fabricated text messages, tolling IAs, a career shattered, and his personal life was systematically just torn apart, all because he refused to stay silent about the corrupted misconduct he witnessed. This isn't just his story. This is a wake-up call. Justice is not blind. It's targeted because whistleblowers, they are not villains. They are our last line of defense. Speak up, speak out, and speak truth.
Until next time, keep fighting.
The Prime Initiative.